Does the new Losi Hammer Rey drive as good as it looks, and should you sell your granny to buy one? So in this video, we're going to take a look at and drive this brilliant new 10 scale Hammer Rey from Losi, or Losi, tomato, and see whether you should be splashing your hard-earned cash on one. First of all, we have to address the elephant in the room, and that is the elephant is huge. In fact, I'm going to have to switch to a different camera angle, otherwise we're just not going to get it all in. Now I know it's based around an actual vehicle, so they've got to get the proportions right before they start messing around with scale. But that's the Hammer Rey, 1/10 scale from Losi. Again from Losi, 1/10 scale, the Baja Rey. And you can see how much bigger the Hammer Rey is. Well, maybe you can't, but it is. And to say that they're both 10 scale, not really. I tell you what a good comparison would be if I put the Hammer Rey next to the Super Baja Rey. So here's the Hammer Rey next to the Super Baja Rey. And okay, the Super Baja Rey is massive, but I'm telling you, the Hammer Rey doesn't seem like 10 scale. But hey, that's not a bad thing. You get more for your money, yeah? Bigger is always better. So what do you get? Well, if you watched any of my other videos, you know I'm not away to get all geeky with you and give you facts and figures. There are lots of other YouTube channels for that. You get this amazing scale body. Not easy to get to the electronics, as with a lot of these scale trucks, you're going to have to remove body panels, but most of the stuff you're going to need is accessible from underneath. So Losi have fitted the Hammer Rey with twin dampers. You've got one there with, get a better angle, one there with a spring on it and one there that isn't. Hopefully this will stop the torque twist you used to get on the Baja Reys, or you can still get on the Baja Reys. I must admit, I've fitted UDR dampers on mine and it stopped that. Torque twist, basically, under acceleration, what happens is, through the torque, it twists, one wheel comes up in the air and you lose traction. With the Baja Rey, what used to happen is that wheel as well used to balloon out, particularly if you're running on 4S. So it'll be interesting to see if that extra damper stops that from happening. We'll find that out when we take it out for a run. So you get in independent front suspension, live axle rear, you get these amazing cricket legs, which on the real vehicle are the sway bar. On the truck itself, the sway bar is internal like it is on the other Baja Reys. You've got scale Magnaflow exhaust system, which I presume is licensed. You've got Fox shock reservoirs, again licensed, and these fantastic tyres and wheels. Interesting to see how they grip. And obviously it's a scale vehicle, so you've got your drivers. Say hello, driver. He's concentrating. Maybe because he's not the driver, he's the navigator. That's why he's holding on for dear life. Car comes with a light kit. So you've got your front headlights and you've got the light bar at the top. Nice little details on this as well, the little mirrors which you get on the real trucks themselves. I'd just like to point out as well that the stickers on this are on perfectly. I know that in the past Losi have come under fire for some of their sticker arrangements. I know my Super Baja Rey, the stickers on that must have been applied in the dark, but this one looks fantastic. So that's the truck. So now we're going to see if it runs as well as it looks. Now it's a desert racer, but sadly there are no deserts in Scotland yet. It's a bit difficult to have a desert in a place where it rains 3 times a day. However, we do have some beautiful beaches, which is where I'll take it for its first run.
go.
It's never easy filming a basher. Crawlers are much easier to film. They go slower. I know you probably can't tell by my sporty physique, but I can't run at 30 miles an hour. So you have to use a head camera, which is fine until you meet other human beings. Anyway, how do we get on? Well, another man, a very famous man on YouTube, always says that the RC that puts the biggest smile on your face is the one to buy. And it certainly did that, but we have to be objective about these things. So, first of all, it did really well. I was really surprised by the tyres. They don't feel particularly grippy, and if you've ever driven on sand, loose sand, you'll know it's a bit of a test. But the only times it really came stuck was driver error. So tyres are very impressive on sand. So, the pros. Looks great. Looks very scale. I love the way these trucks, I love trophy trucks, completely addicted to them, and desert trucks. I love the way that when they change directions, that body roll, and the start and stop and the dipping. I love the cricket legs, the fact it's got the drivers in it, all the scale aspects, but I'm a scale junkie, so you'd expect that. So that's good. Other good thing, even though I was running on 3S, I don't know if it came across on the video, but plenty of punch, plenty of speed, no problems at all. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I really love it. I'll be keeping it, which is just as well, really. So the cons. It's not a basher, okay? If you want something that you can drive at very high speed and go around corners without slowing down, this is not for you. It will traction roll. If you're not the kind of person that likes running to go and keep getting your car back on its wheels, then this is not for you. It is a scale representation, and like the real truck, I don't imagine that you can drive it at full speed, foot flat to the floor, and go around corners without it tipping over, which is what it does. If you want something like that, if you're going to take it to a skate park, if you're somewhere and you're running it where it's high traction on roads or grass, then you're better off with something like a Traxxas Max, or maybe even the Fire Team. I haven't driven the Fire Team, so I couldn't comment on that. But we mentioned the torque twist, that has been cancelled out. The longer wheelbase will help with that as well, but certainly the double dampers have made a difference. So, should you buy one? Well, you may have picked it up from the pros and cons, and hopefully it will help you. If you love to video cars, if you love the scale aspect of them, if you like to see them moving around, then it's for you. But as I say, if you want something that you can take off ramps, take this to the skate park, run in your street where it's high traction, it's not for you. It's certainly not for you if you're a beginner. You're going to spend an awful lot of time running and putting it back on its wheels. But Losi have got another winner as far as I'm concerned. I know it's not a particularly cheap car, but as far as I'm concerned, it's worth the money. Hopefully that helps you out with your decision and purchasing. If you've got any questions at all, just hit the comments below. What do you think? Are you going to get one? Have you already got one? Did you get the green one? Are you colorblind? I'm sure the green one looks great in the flesh. As always, thanks for checking out the video, and you can catch me if you want to further discuss this on Instagram. Just search for Chasing Plastic Cars. Thanks again.